You ever stumble on something that feels too weird to be true, like it's pulling you into a story you ain't ready for? I'm Lena, an archivist from New Orleans, and I swear I'm not losing it, but this new gig's got me spooked. It's Sunday, May 25th, 2025, 11:23 a.m., and I'm sitting in my car outside the old Clair Library, a crumbling place they've kept locked up since the 90s. I'm here to sort their dusty archives, but something's off and I haven't even started yet. I'm telling you this because I need someone to hear me out before this place drags me into its secrets. I got the job last week. A call from some guy named Mr. Duval, a historian who's overseeing the library's reopening. He said they needed someone to organize decades of records and the pay was decent, so I jumped at it. The St. Clair Library's a relic. All Gothic arches and faded books, shut down after some scandal in 1995. Nobody talks about it, just whispers about strange folks who used to meet there. I showed up this morning, my notebook and flashlight in hand, and parked out front. The place looked like a ghost, windows dark, vines creeping up the walls, and a silence that felt heavy, like it was watching me. I grabbed my gear and headed in, the door groaning like it didn't want to open. Inside, it was a time capsule. Stacks of books covered in cobwebs, a chandelier hanging crooked, and a musty smell that hit me hard. The main archive room was my target, a huge space with shelves reaching the ceiling, all packed with papers and leather-bound journals. I set my stuff down, my footsteps echoing too loud, and started sorting. That's when I found it, tucked behind a loose panel, a small black journal, the cover worn with V 1890 scratched in gold. My heart kicked up. Who was V? I flipped it open, the pages yellowed, the ink faded, but the handwriting was neat, almost alive. The first entry, dated May 25th, 1890, read, "The Society gathers tonight. We feed on shadows, not blood. The memories sustain us." My stomach flipped. Shadows? Memories? This ain't your typical vampire tale. The next line said, "Victorine records our pact. The ritual holds the silence, but it calls." Victorine? A pact? I ain't a historian, but this felt big, like a puzzle waiting to be solved. I jotted it down, my hands shaky, and kept reading, but the text switched to some weird code, symbols I didn't recognize, looping and twisting. The air got cold, real cold, and I heard it. A whisper, soft and layered, like voices overlapping. "Lena, don't read." I froze, my flashlight dropping, the beam dancing across the shelves. I was alone, but I swear the room felt alive, the shadows moving just out of sight. I laughed it off, figuring it was the old building playing tricks. But my skin prickled as I picked up the journal again. I tried decoding a line, cracked a symbol into "The silence holds us," and the whisper came back, clearer. "Lena, it calls." My breath fogged, which ain't normal for May, and I saw it. A shadow, tall and shapeless, standing by the far wall, facing me. No face, just a void. But I felt its stare, heavy and sad, like it was warning me. I couldn't move, couldn't breathe. Just sat there as the shadow drifted closer, the whisper growing. "Lena, don't read. It calls." Then it was gone. The room silent again, but the cold lingered and that whisper echoed. "It calls." I grabbed the journal, my notebook, and bolted, my heart pounding as I locked myself in the car. My watch said 11:55 a.m., less than 40 minutes, but it felt like hours. I'm writing this now, trying to make sense of it. Victorine, the Society, shadows and memories, this ain't just a diary, it's a mystery, and it knows my name. I'm supposed to go back tomorrow, finish the job, but I'm freaked out. That whisper, that shadow, it's like the library's alive, tied to this Victorine person. And I think I just woke something up. If you've ever felt a place come alive, like it's got secrets it won't let go, tell me, because I need to know I ain't alone before I step back into that archive tomorrow. You ever feel like you've opened a door you can't close, like something's got its hooks in you and won't let go? I'm Lena, an archivist from New Orleans, and if you caught my last entry, you know I'm working this creepy gig at the St. Clair Library, a shut-down place from the 90s. I found a coded journal from 1890, written by someone named Victorine, talking about a society that feeds on shadows and memories, and a shadow whispered my name yesterday. It's Sunday, May 25th, 2025, 3 p.m., and I'm back at the library, trying to keep my head together. I'm telling you this because I'm freaked out and I need someone to hear me before this mystery swallows me whole. After yesterday, I was a mess. That whisper, Lena, it calls, kept me up all night, pacing my apartment with the lights on, that journal burning a hole in my bag. I couldn't shake the cold, the shadow by the wall, the idea of a society feeding on memories. I called my friend Mia, a linguistics geek, and asked her to help with the code. She got excited, saying the symbols looked like a mix of Old French and some cipher she'd never seen. Could be a secret language, she said, like a cult code. My gut twisted. Cult. That's what this feels like. Something hidden and alive. She promised to work on it, but I couldn't wait. I had to go back. I'm here now, 3 p.m., stepping into the St. Clair Library again. The air's heavier today, the silence buzzing like it's waiting for me. I head to the archive room, the journal in my hand, the loose panel still open where I found it. I turn on my recorder, muttering, May 25, 2025, 3:01 p.m., St. Clair Library, archive room, and sit at the desk, my hands shaky. The whisper starts, faint but clear. Lena, don't read. It calls. I ignore it, pulling out my notebook where I scribbled the first decoded line. The silence holds us. I focus, cracking another symbol. Turns out to be Victorine guards the pact. The air gets cold, my breath fogging, and the whisper grows, layered and urgent. Lena. It calls. Don't read. I freeze, my flashlight flickering, and I hear it. A soft hum, like voices overlapping, coming from the shelves. I ain't imagining this, the room feels alive, the shadows shifting just out of sight. I keep decoding, another line emerging. The society gathers. Memories sustain. The ritual binds. My heart races. What ritual? The hum turns into a murmur, and my vision blurs. I'm in a grand room, all dark wood and velvet curtains. A mansion may be empty, but for shadows sitting at a long table, their forms vague, feeding on flickers of light. Memories, I think. A figure stands at the head. Victorine, I guess. Tall, cloaked, face hidden, whispering. The pact holds. Don't break it. The cold spikes, the vision fades, and I'm back. The journal opened to a new page I didn't see before. The code shifting, a new entry in plain text. May 25, 1890. Victorine leads. The ritual calls. Silence binds us. My stomach drops. Same day, 135 years ago. The whisper cuts through, sharp. Lena. It calls. Don't break. My recorder catches my gasp, then static, and a deep layered voice. It calls. Not mine. I can't stop, I need to know more. I dig through the archive, finding a box labeled St. Clair Records 1890s. Inside, a faded letter addressed to the keeper reads, Victorine Society meets in the old Duval Mansion. The ritual preserves our essence. Silence is our strength. Duval Mansion? That's a ruin outside town, abandoned since the 70s. My hands shake as I read on. If the pact breaks, the silence fail and we fade. Fade? Is that what they're scared of? The cold lingers, and my vision hits again. I'm in the mansion, 1890. Shadows at the table, Victorine chanting. The air thick with a hum, time slowing. The figure turns, whispering, Don't break. It calls. I'm back. The letter on the floor, my recorder picking up my breathing, then a soft, It calls, in that layered voice. My watch says 3:40 p.m., almost 40 minutes lost. I grab the letter, the journal, and bolt to my car, the library humming, like it's watching me leave. I'm writing this now, trying to piece it together. Victorine, the society, a ritual tied to silence. This ain't just history, it's alive, and it knows me. The Duval Mansion's my next stop, but I'm terrified. That whisper, that vision, it's like the society's pulling me into their pact, and I don't know how to resist. If you've ever felt a secret take hold like it's rewriting your world, tell me. Because I need to know I ain't alone before I head to that mansion tomorrow. You ever feel like you're walking into a trap you can't see, like the past is reaching out to grab you? I'm Lena, an archivist from New Orleans. And if you've been with me, you know I'm tangled up in this wild gig at the Clair Library, a shut-down place from the 90s. I found a coded journal from 1890 by someone named Victorine, hinting at a society that feeds on shadows and memories. And yesterday I saw a vision of a mansion where they hold a ritual. It's Sunday, May 25th, 2025, 3:09 p.m., and I'm outside the old Duval mansion, scared out of my wits. I'm telling you this because I'm in deep, and I need someone to hear me before this mystery pulls me under for good. After yesterday, I was a wreck. That vision of the mansion, the shadows at the table, Victorine's whisper, "Don't break," kept me up all night, pacing my place with the lights blazing, that journal taunting me from the table. The letter from the archive said the society meets at the Duval mansion, and the ritual preserves their essence with silence. I called Mia again, my voice shaky, asking about the code. She cracked more lines like, "The pact binds the silence," and Victorine watches the echo. My gut twisted. Echo. That's what the whispers feel like, an echo pulling me in. She warned me to stop, but I couldn't. I had to see the mansion. I'm here now, 3:09 p.m., standing in front of the Duval mansion, a crumbling wreck outside New Orleans, vines choking the walls, windows dark. The air's thick, the silence buzzing, and I feel watched. I turn on my recorder, muttering, May 25, 2025, 3:10 p.m., Duval Mansion, front steps, and step inside. The door creaks and the place hits me. Dusty chandeliers, faded wallpaper, a grand staircase leading up, all frozen like time stopped. I head to what looks like a dining hall, the letter's description matching, and find a long table, empty but for shadows flickering on the walls like memories playing out. The whisper starts, low and insistent. "Lena, don't break." It calls. I freeze, my flashlight swinging, but the room's empty. Just those shadows moving slow, feeding on flickers of light. I pull out the journal, decoding another line. The ritual gathers, silence binds. Victorine leads. The air gets cold, my breath fogging, and the whisper grows layered and urgent. "Lena," it calls. "Don't break." My vision blurs. I'm in the dining hall, 1890, shadows at the table, Victorine at the head, cloaked, face hidden, chanting a hum that slows time. The room feels alive, the silence thick, and Victorine whispers, "The pact holds. Don't disturb." Then I'm back, the journal open to a new page, text shifting. May 25, 1890. The ritual calls. Silence preserves. My heart races, the recorder catching my gasp. Saw the ritual. Victorine. 1890. I play it back and there's static, then a deep, layered voice. It calls. Not mine. The cold lingers, and I hear the hum again, stronger, like the mansion's breathing. I keep decoding, another line emerging. The echo traps. The society endures. Break the silence. We fade. Break the silence? Is that the key? The hum turns into a murmur and my vision hits again. I'm in the hall, 1890. Victorine silent, the shadows fading, the air lightening. The figure turns, whispering, "Don't break, it traps." I'm back, the journal on the table, my recorder picking up my breathing, then a soft, "It traps," in that layered voice. My watch says 3:50 p.m., over 40 minutes lost. I grab the journal, the letter, and bolt outside, the mansion groaning like it's alive, watching me leave. I'm in my car now, writing this, trying to hold it together. Victorine, the society, the ritual, it's all tied to silence, and I'm caught in it. The letter said breaking the silence could end them, but the vision warned it traps me. I'm supposed to go back to the library tomorrow, but I'm terrified. That whisper, that hum, it's like the society's pulling me into their echo, and I don't know how to fight it. If you've ever felt a place trap you, like it's rewriting your fate, tell me. because I need to know I ain't alone before I face that ritual again. You ever feel like you're stuck in a game you can't win? Like the rules keep changing and you're losing? I'm Lena, an archivist from New Orleans, and if you've been with me, you know I'm caught up in this wild mystery at the St. Clair Library and the Duval Mansion, tied to a journal from 1890 by someone named Victorine. The society they talk about feeds on shadows and memories, and yesterday I saw their ritual in a vision whispering my name. It's Sunday, May 25th, 2025, 5:12 p.m., and I'm back at the mansion ready to take a stand or get trapped trying. I'm telling you this because I'm freaking out and I need someone to hear me before this echo pulls me under for good. After yesterday, I was a zombie. That vision of the dining hall in 1890, Victorine chanting, the shadows feeding on memories, the whisper, it traps. It's been eating at me all day. I didn't sleep, just sat with the journal. And that letter, the hum from the mansion ringing in my ears. The letter said breaking the silence could end the society. But the vision warned it traps me. I called Mia again, my voice shaky, asking about the code. She'd cracked more, lines like, the echo binds the pact and silence fails, we fade. My gut twisted, fade or trap. I'm stuck between saving them or saving myself, and I don't know which is worse. I had to act. I ain't letting this society take me like it did Victorine. It's 5:12 p.m. now, and I'm back at the Duval Mansion, recorder on. May 25, 2025, 5:13 p.m. Duval Mansion Dining Hall. I mutter, stepping inside. The air's thick, the silence buzzing louder, and the long tables waiting, shadows flickering on the walls. I pull out the journal, decoding another line. The ritual breaks with sound. The echo fades. Breaks with sound? That's my shot. I figure if silence binds them, noise might free me. I grab my phone, crank up some jazz, loud, brassy, anything to shatter the quiet, and play it, the sound bouncing off the walls. The whisper starts, sharp and angry. Lena, don't break. It traps. The shadows on the walls twist like they're fighting the music, and the air gets cold, my breath fogging. The hum grows, a counterpoint to the jazz, and my vision blurs. I'm in the dining hall, 1890, Victorine at the head, the shadows fading as someone plays a horn, the silence breaking, time shifting. Victorine turns, whispering, don't break, it traps all. The cold spikes, the vision fades, and I'm back. The jazz still playing, the shadows gone from the walls. I laugh, a shaky sound, thinking I've won. The silence is broken, the society's fading. But it doesn't last. The pressure hits, my body locks, and the shadow's back towering, its form clearer. Victorine's cloak, then my face fading into a void. The cold spikes and the whisper roars. Lena, you broke it. The jazz cuts out, the phone dead, and the table's whole again. The shadows returning, feeding on flickers. My vision blurs. I'm in 1890, me playing the music, Victorine watching, the shadow binding us, the echo restarting. I'm back, gasping, the hall unchanged, the whisper in my head. You broke it, it traps all. I bolt outside, the mansion humming, the cold chasing me. I grab my recorder, my voice trembling. Tried sound, it didn't work, and it's trapping me. Outside, 5:50 p.m., over 35 minutes lost. My mind's a mess. I thought noise would break the ritual, but it rewrote it, pulling me deeper. Back in my car, I check the journal. It's changed, a new page reading, the echo traps all. Sound binds forever, with a sketch of the shadow, my face in it. The whisper's faint, but there. Lena, it traps all. I dig into the letter again, finding a line I missed. The pact endures. Only the keeper's will can break it. Keeper's will? Is that me now? I'm desperate. I head back inside to the dining hall and stand silent, focusing on pushing the shadow away, willing it to fade. The whisper grows, a chant. Lena, it traps all. The cold spikes, and my vision hits. I'm Victorine, me, silent. The shadow fading, the hall still, then restarting, the echo calling. I wake up, the recorder playing my gasp, then a deep, it traps all, fading into the hum. I think I felt it. The keeper's will worked for a second. But as I leave, 6:20 p.m., the whisper returns, soft. Lena, it traps all. The journal's back on the table, the shadow watching. My gut twists. I didn't break it, I made it stronger. The recorder catches my sigh, then a layered, it traps all, echoing. I'm terrified. The society's echo is tightening, and I don't know how to escape. I'm telling you this because I'm breaking. If you've ever felt a mystery trap you like it's rewriting your life, tell me. Because I need to know I ain't alone before the echo takes all of me tomorrow. You ever feel like you're fighting a shadow you can't touch, like it's got you by the soul and won't let go? I'm Lena, an archivist from New Orleans. And if you've been with me, you know I'm stuck in this crazy mystery at the St. Clair Library in the Duval Mansion, tied to a journal from 1890 by Victorine. The society feeds on shadows and memories, and yesterday I tried breaking their silence with sound, but it trapped me deeper. It's Sunday, May 25th, 2025, 6:22 p.m., and I'm back at the mansion, desperate to use the Keeper's will to end this, or lose myself trying. I'm telling you this because I'm on the edge and I need someone to hear me before the echo takes me for good. After yesterday, I was a wreck. That vision of Victorine binding me with the shadow, the journal changing to sound binds forever, the whisper, it traps all. It's been haunting me all day. I didn't sleep, just sat in my car, staring at the letter, the journal, the hum from the mansion echoing in my head. The letter said the Keeper's will can break the pact, and I'm starting to think that me now, dragged into this role by decoding the journal. I called Mia one last time, my voice cracking, asking about the Keeper. She found a hint in an old ledger. The Keeper holds the echo, their will breaks or binds. My gut sank. Binds or breaks? I'm gambling with my sanity here. I had to try. I ain't letting the society trap me like Victorine. It's 6:22 p.m. now, and I'm back at the Duval Mansion, recorder on. May 25, 2025, 6:23 p.m., Duval Mansion dining hall. I mutter, stepping inside. The air's thick, the silence buzzing like a storm, and the long tables waiting, shadows flickering on the walls. I pull out the journal, reading the new page. The echo traps all. Sound binds forever, and focus on the letter's words. I close my eyes, willing the shadow away, picturing the society fading, my voice firm in my head. I break the pact. The whisper starts, sharp and furious. Lena, don't break, it traps all. The shadows twist, the hum grows, and the air gets cold, my breath fogging. I push harder, willing the echo to stop, and my vision blurs. I'm in the dining hall, 1890, Victorine at the head. The shadows fading as a figure, me, I think, stands silent, willing them away. Victorine whispers, the Keeper's will. Don't break, it traps all. The cold spikes, the vision fades, and I'm back, the shadows gone from the walls, the hum quiet. I laugh, a shaky, hopeful sound, thinking I've won. The Keeper's will worked, the society's fading, but it doesn't last. The pressure hits, my body locks, and the shadow's back, towering, its form clearer. Victorine's cloak, my face, fading into a void. The cold spikes, and the whisper roars, Lena, you broke it. The table's whole again, the shadows returning, feeding on flickers, stronger now. My vision blurs, I'm in 1890, me willing the shadow away. Victorine watching, the echo binding us, the hum restarting. I'm back, gasping. The hall unchanged, the whisper in my head. You broke it. It traps all forever. I bolt outside, the mansion groaning, the cold chasing me. I grab my recorder, my voice shaking. Tried the will. It didn't work. It's trapping me deeper. Outside, 7 p.m., over 35 minutes lost, my mind's a mess. I thought the Keeper's will would break the ritual, but it rewrote it, pulling me into a stronger echo. Back in my car, I checked the journal. It's changed, a new page reading. The Keeper binds. The echo holds forever. With a sketch of the shadow, my face fully formed. The whispers faint, but there. Lena. It traps all forever. I dig into the letter again, finding a hidden note. The Keeper's will must silence the echo, but the cost is the self. Silence the echo? Cost myself? I'm desperate. I head back inside to the dining hall and stand silent, focusing on stilling the hum, willing my essence to fade into the silence, hoping to end it. The whisper grows, a chant. Lena, it traps all forever. The cold spikes and my vision hits. I'm Victorine, me, silent, the shadow fading, the hall still, then restarting, the echo calling. I wake up, the recorder playing my sigh, then a deep, it traps all forever, fading into the hum. I think I felt it. The silence worked for a moment. But as I leave, 7:30 p.m., The whisper returns, soft. Lena, it traps all forever. The journal's back on the table, the shadow watching. My gut twists. I didn't break it. I gave it more power. The recorder catches my breath, then a layered, "It traps all forever," echoing. I'm terrified. The society's echo is tightening, and I don't know how to escape without losing myself. I'm telling you this because I'm breaking. If you've ever felt a mystery take your soul like it's rewriting your existence, tell me. Because I need to know I ain't alone, before the echo traps all of me tomorrow. Do you ever stumble on something that feels too weird to be true, like it's pulling you into a story you ain't ready for? I'm Lena, an archivist from New Orleans, and I swear I'm not losing it. But this gig at the St. Clair Library and the Duval Mansion broke me. If you've been with me, you know I found a journal from 1890 by Victorine, about a society that feeds on shadows and memories, whispering my name, trapping me in their ritual. It's Sunday, May 25th, 2025, 6:56 p.m., and I'm back at the mansion, out of options. I'm telling you this because I don't know who I am anymore, and I need someone to hear me before I'm stuck in this echo forever. After yesterday, I was a shell. That vision of Victorine fading into the shadow with my face, the journal changing to "The echo holds forever," the whisper, "It traps all forever." It's all I can think about. I didn't sleep, just sat in my car, staring at the journal, the letter, the hum from the mansion looping in my head like a broken record. The letter said the keeper's will can silence the echo, but at the cost of the self. I tried, gave everything, but it pulled me deeper. I called Mia one last time, my voice barely a whisper, asking about the cost. She found a note in an old archive. The keeper becomes the echo. Silence binds, but the self fades. My gut sank. Fade into the echo? That's what I'm feeling, like I'm losing myself. I had to end it. I ain't letting the society take me completely. It's 6:56 p.m. now, and I'm back at the Duval Mansion. Recorder on. May 25, 2025, 6:57 p.m. Duval Mansion, dining hall. I mutter, stepping inside. The air's thick, the silence buzzing like a storm about to break, and the long tables waiting. Shadows flickering on the walls, feeding on flickers of light. I pull out the journal, the new page. The keeper binds. The echo holds forever. Staring back, the sketch of the shadow with my face haunting me. I focus on the letter's words, closing my eyes, willing the echo to stop, offering myself to silence it, whispering, "I break the pact. Take me, let it end." The whisper starts, low and furious. "Lena, don't break. It traps all forever." The shadows twist, the hum swells, and the air gets cold, my breath fogging. I push harder, giving my will, my memories, everything, and my vision blurs. I'm in the dining hall, 1890, Victorine at the head. The shadows fading as I stand silent, offering myself. Victorine whispers, "The keeper's will. It traps all forever." The cold spikes, the vision fades, and I'm back. The shadows gone, the hum quiet, the dining hall still. I laugh, a broken, hollow sound, thinking I've done it. The silence worked. The society's gone. The recorder catches my laugh, then silence, no echo, no static. But it doesn't last. The pressure hits, my body locks, and the shadow's back, towering, its form now fully mine. My face fading into a void, cloaked like Victorine. The cold spikes and the whisper roars, "Lena, you broke it." The table's whole again. The shadows returning, feeding on flickers, stronger than ever. Then my vision blurs. I'm in 1890, me offering myself, Victorine watching, the echo binding us, the hum restarting, time looping. I'm back, gasping, the hall unchanged, the whisper in my head. "You broke it. It traps all forever." I bolt outside, the mansion groaning, the cold chasing me. I grab my recorder, my voice trembling. Tried to sacrifice it, it didn't work. I'm the echo. Outside, 7:30 p.m., over 30 minutes lost. My mind's a fog. I thought giving myself would break the ritual, but it rewrote me. I'm part of the echo now. Back in my car, I check the journal. It's blank. but the whisper's there, loud. Lena, it traps all forever. Traps all what? My memories, my soul? Me? I dig into the letter one last time, finding a final line smeared. The keeper becomes the echo. The pact never ends. Silence traps. My heart sinks. I gave myself, and now I'm caught. Forever. I head back inside to the dining hall and sit, silent, hoping to stop it. The whisper grows, a chant. Lena. It traps all forever. The cold spikes and my vision loops. I'm Victorine, me, silent. The shadow fading. The hall still, then restarting. The echo calling. The shadows feeding. I wake up, the recorder playing my sigh, then a deep, it traps all forever, fading into the hum. I'm stuck. The hall's the same, the table humming, the journal open, my hand writing on its back. You ever stumble on something that feels too weird to be true? The loop starts over, the shadows hum filling the room, the whisper. Lena. It traps, pulling me back. I don't know if I'm Lena or Victorine, but I'm here, and I ain't leaving. If you've ever felt a mystery take you like it's rewriting your reality, tell me. Because I need to know I ain't alone, even if I'm just an echo now.